Alright, good evening to all you beautiful, lovely people out there today. And welcome to another video by Biblical News. And I haven't done a video in quite some time now. And I've been seeing a lot of trends on Facebook and Twitter of all these events that have been transpiring over the last little while, and it's appearing to be getting a lot worse. And I couldn't help but do this video because I see a lot of people asking why things are getting worse. How are all of these people going around, not just killing people, but doing mass shootings? Things we didn't know would exist, 10, 15, 20 years back. And it just comes down to, whatever happens nowadays, we just can't really be surprised by it because of everything that's been transpiring. And one of the most asked thing, I guess you could say, is how can people do this? Why isn't the world getting any better? The world can get better. We all just need to stick together. Now, the problem is, well, I wouldn't say it's a problem, but the people that don't believe in the Lord and that don't believe in the Bible can't comprehend or understand that we're getting close to the end of times right now, and with these events that are happening, it just shows us more and more and more how much closer and closer and closer we're getting. Even if you look at the doomsday clock, look how close to midnight we are right now of nuclear disaster. So there's wars that are happening left, right, and center. There's, right now, currently, there's rumors of wars that are happening. Well, one of the main ones is involving Russia and the United States. So yeah, just so many things all together. Now, a few events that I quickly want to touch on is one being the Dallas shooting. Were those, I think it was 5 officers that were killed. 5 officers that were killed in a mass shooting. And I believe that there was a protest that was going on at that time. It had ended peacefully. But then there happened to have been a sniper, I believe it was, that was on top of a building and sniped out 5 officers. And this is the latest article on Fortune.com. I'll have a link to the description down below so you can go through this entire article. But according to police reports, the shooter was an 18-year-old. Apparently he had a obsession, or he was obsessed with mass killings or mass shootings. And apparently they found some notes or sketches of mass shootings. Now, they're not releasing his full name quite yet. Or, is that the right one? No, sorry. My bad. Okay, let's backtrack here. My apologies. Sorry for that. I was thinking about Munich, Germany mass shooting that happened down there. Another guy was an 18-year-old, and he was obsessed with mass shootings. They haven't released his actual name, but apparently he had a German and Iranian nationality in him. According to BBC report, he had an illegally held 9mm Glock pistol and 300 bullets in his rucksack. So he's definitely had a plan in place, and unfortunately he executed that and ended up going on a shooting spree. So that's what that article about. I'll leave that one in the description below. Um, the Dallas shooting is, yes, I was correct on the first part. There's 5 officers that were gunned down by a sniper. And according to Fortune.com, just 12 days after the shooting, applications for the police force has increased. So they've received a great number of applications, which kind of worries me to a point. And the reason why it worries me to a point is these applicants, or a majority of the applicants, could be applying for one of two reasons. One, because they have a respect for law enforcement, and they want to increase the number of law enforcement, or they want to dish out revenge to people like this guy here. So it kind of worries me a little bit, but time will tell. Not all applicants will be hired on. I don't think. I think it would be a fairly small number of officers that would be recruited into the Dallas Police Department. So once again, I'll leave that link down in the description below. Now, another interesting one, and this was actually just released, that I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right, but the nice attack that that happened, where a guy in I think it was a 5-ton truck or something like that, ended up plowing through a bunch of people and ended up killing more than 80 people. Now, what's interesting about this article is law enforcement had requested that CTV, that CTV had removed or deleted videos that showed the attack. Now, we don't know if the reason behind the order of deletion of those videos, we don't know if it's because there's evidence into there and they don't want to release the whatever transpired to the public, or if they're hiding it or don't want to show it for the protection of the public or the families. We really don't know, but it's definitely a conspiracy for sure, and I think a lot of people are going to be all over this until we can actually get some straight answers. Now, coming from the media, you just don't know. You don't know 100% what's accurate and what's not. So you really have to get in and dig in some research. Now, one of the most recent incidents that happened was in Turkey, where there was an attempted coup by the Egypt's military, where they attempted to overpower and take over Turkey. And unfortunately, on their behalf, the plan, or the execution of their plan, ended up foiling. So that did not happen whatsoever. And apparently there's been 50,000 soldiers, police officers, teachers, judges, and other civil servants. More than 10,000 people have been arrested. So several soldiers have been arrested. Even journalists have been arrested. And they were arrested by the what's his name? Okay, by the Erdogan. I wrote again? The president's uh, government. And apparently, well, after the coup had foiled, there was actually a video where several soldiers had surrendered or had walked across the bridge with their hands up, and they surrendered. But some of the video footage that's out there is, it's unreal. I was watching some live footage. I don't remember by what stream, but it was live footage of shots and shots and shots and shots. People being shot at. People going towards the tanks, and then more shots being fired. One guy had fallen to the ground. Others started running back to retreat, and then they started moving towards the tanks again. So now the bottom line to all this is these are almost daily occurrences. It's just getting worse and worse. Nations are fighting against nations. They're fighting for, whatever it is, for territory, for oil, for gold maybe. I'm not sure about gold, but, it's just a big war happening. And, we're hearing, on a daily basis, if not hourly basis almost, where there's been terror attacks inside of Israel. It's just a reoccurring thing that's happening, and all we can really do is pray for all these people, like, what we don't want to do. I mean, it's unfortunate seeing what's transpiring right now, and for us who believe, we don't want to be here while all this is going on. But the question you got to ask yourself is, do you want to change what God has planned for us? This is something that we're going to be dealing with one way or the other. So that's just one question that you got to ask yourself: is do you really want to not have this happen and have attempt to change God's plans? I mean, it's not going to happen because He has a plan for all of us. And he clearly talks about it, and that's what the Bible is. It's a story of his, from the beginning to the end, So, anyways, I just wanted to get that out there to you guys. Like I said, all the links to these articles will be down in the description below. These are the most recent articles that I found posted within the last day or so, anyways, so feel free to check them out. I'd like to hear your guys' feedback on this down below. There may be some things you might think I'm wrong on, or that that I'm wrong on, so I'd love to hear your feedback down below. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up. If you want to see more future videos like this, let me know down in the description below. Also, if you want to see more of these videos, don't forget to subscribe. And I'll definitely be doing some more of these videos for you. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. God bless you all, and have a great evening.